What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome to another episode of the Boys Podcast
with your co-host Michael Mason.
Yeah,
it's my full name.
You need well, you didn't say a middle name.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay, that's cool. You started that trend.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You need a catchphrase.
I know. It's dude.
Dude?
Yeah. I start every phrase with a dude, so it catches the phrase.
I don't know, like an intro phrase though.
Oh,
or you can even
phrase?
do the outro phrase.
I will.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't. Dude, don't put me on the spot like that.
Well, I mean, you got to be quick on your feet.
Okay. I'll try it this way.
I've been saying, what's good, fam, for 4 years now.
Yeah, and I've been saying dude since I was 10, so.
Dude?
Yeah. Dude, thanks for listening. Goodbye. That's it.
Do an intro. I don't know if dude is it's a proper one for you, though.
It's a phrase?
Yeah. Well, it's a
catchy.
word.
It's not a phrase?
No.
All right. Anyways, episode 69.
Somewhere around those lines.
Yeah, we've done a lot of them. We're on, dude, I think we're on like 2 months. Right?
Yeah, this is our 11th week.
Yeah. So there's like 4 weeks in a month.
Mm-hmm.
8. Damn, dude, almost 3 months? Dude. You know how we celebrate?
A yerby?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we celebrated last week.
Episode 69 brought to you by Goyaki, organic yerba mate. I go with the Enlightenment for the most part. Out of the freezer. Bon appetito, bitch. Delicious.
Let's get some pasta after this.
Yeah, hanging for it. Okay, let's fire this episode up.
It's not brought to you by that, but hopefully soon it will be.
I know. I messed up. I might have just sold it short.
Yeah.
I'm just practicing my catchphrases.
Yeah. For any business people out there, 'cause some people like to hear about business. So we were sponsored by Goyaki. They got like a new COO or something like that. So they cleaned house.
God.
But we still got some connections over there. But what happened is I started the podcast, The Gamer Boys, 4 years ago. And I hit them up on their website. Never heard back, right? And this is like right when we first started. And then I think maybe like 4 or 5 months after. So by that time we had episodes in, we had a website. So we had a bunch of shit going on, and I emailed them again. And then someone reaches out to me and they're like, hey, we forwarded your email to someone. Maybe they'll hit you up or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then like one of the main guys over there hit me up and he was just like pumped on us and everything. Dude sent me like
pallets, dude.
Pallets of
and then you sent me like a pallet. It was sick.
So
much sugar. So I got the shakes.
Yeah. So that's goes to show, when you first start out, maybe you don't have much, but after, if you put in the work and you have something to actually show, then companies might be like, oh, cool. So,
always chase your dreams, kids. Always chase them. Look at us. Yeah. We're just 2 kids, adults, Carson City, Minden, and we get free drinks.
Mm-hmm. And that was a dream of ours because we actually drink them.
Did I do that pretty serious?
Yeah.
That was my catchphrase.
Good. I don't know if there was one in there.
Damn it.
But, dude.
This episode's titled Catchphrase.
Yeah, catchphrase. How's your weekend?
Dude, you'd be proud of me.
I will say, though, we are doing this a day earlier.
Yeah.
And I think it's because you wanted me to come over early.
Well, I missed you.
Yeah, you missed me and you wanted a yerby.
I was hanging for a yerby.
Yeah. So you're like, dude, just come over a day early, please.
No, sometimes I have to adult, okay?
Okay.
I can't always be on a proper Thursday schedule. Mm-hmm. Got to get my oil changed in my truck. I got to golf.
Yeah.
But I golf while I'm getting my oil changed. So then it's like perfect. Pick my truck up after I'm done.
It's killing. That's called in our profession, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. Get those crow's feet.
Yeah.
Weekend was good, dude. I actually was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know how usually I don't remember it. Like I actually remember going to bed every night.
Nice.
Dude, what did I do? Saturday we golfed up in Reno, which was fun. I got to golf with my cousin Nick, who always listened to our podcast. And
shout out Nick.
And I'm going to throw him under the bus a little bit here.
He sucks at golf?
No, he does not.
Okay.
But we all suck at golf. Let's be real.
Yeah, true.
But he's a little bedwetter, dude. We've got to get his attitude changed around. So he hasn't not golfed since October.
Yeah.
Right. He coaches wrestling. He kind of like is an assistant coach on the golf team at Carson.
Oh, nice.
He's got a kid. He's got a family. He's always doing shit. It was snowing for 3 months. Right. And he comes out and we play Wolf Run up in Reno, which is the course itself isn't super hard, but the greens are like putting on a driveway.
Okay.
Like it's impossible to keep a ball in the greens basically. And even coming out of winter, somehow they like made him like that. So he starts out, he's playing pretty good and he has a lot of good holes, but he's just bitching and moaning the whole time that he's not playing good, And I'm like, cause I play all the time and I didn't play super well.
Yeah.
It's like golf is a hard game if you're not always doing it, you know? And dude, he was like all Debbie Downer and shit. And even last night on duty, he was like still saying he's not that good. And I'm like, you can't go from October to April not playing and then play like a course he's never played before with hard greens. So that's my call out to cousin Nick, since I know he's going to listen.
Nick, I think that's a very common thing with a lot of people, I think. Because I've had a lot of friends that do that too, that are outside of our group that go golf and then they get all bummed out. And it's like, dude, you don't really play. Like, how do you expect to be better?
Right.
You know? And then like what you said, sometimes you play a different course. Like if you take someone that's played Eagle Valley and then you take them to Sunridge, they're probably not going to do good.
Right. Yeah. You know? And he plays Eagle Valley a lot and he can, and he hit a ton of good shots. You can just tell he hasn't played since October. And
right.
God, yeah, he
was rusty.
Negative Nancy, dude. I had to slap him a couple times. He's like 6'5", dude. I couldn't reach, but I tried my best. But that was fun. Anyways, it was good. It's always good to spend time with my family, especially my cousin, you know, and we have a lot of similar interests and stuff. So that was fun. Mike Brinkley, Chris Gill joined us. Brinkley was annihilated, dude. So hammered.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. So it's hard to explain to the podcast people who Brinkley is, but he's just this jolly dude. Like his laugh's super infectious. And dude, I was driving. So like I tried to really keep it on two wheels because, you know, it was South Reno and I live in freaking Gardnerville, which is 45 minutes away. So I'm kind of keeping it on two wheels and like Brinkley's he rips like double vodka OJs to start. Damn. And then at the turn, he gets a shot of Fireball. And he is just ripping beers, dude. And like on the drive home, he's all quiet and like starting to get like the fall asleep, like shivers that wake you up. Dude, I was cracking up so hard. So we had a good time. I mean, dude, the weather was perfect. Like, you know, if you guys listen to this podcast, you know that we bitch about the weather all the time. It was amazing out there. So
good.
Put us all in a good mood.
Did you say you guys just went and played or was it a tourney?
No, just went and played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So my buddy Chris Gill actually got on with Duncan Management, who manages a lot of the courses in this area. And he actually got us out, which was awesome because we do get kind of stuck playing the same courses all the time. So that was fun to get out and play Wolf Run. Yeah, it was a good day. And then Sunday was Easter. My mom came over. My dad was actually doing a golf tournament. So my mom came over, took the pups for a walk and hung out. I cooked her a bunch of food because my mom, she's always the one cooking and doing all the shit. So I kind of took care of her on Easter. And
I saw the meals.
Yeah. You can probably see it in my shirt right now, dude. It's so fat. I ate so much. But yeah, that was a good day. And then just, dude, honestly had a couple beers, woke up one of the first Mondays in a while where I woke up and I'm like, I think I'm going to get some shit done today.
Nice.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Watch a fight and fall asleep?
But I think part of it is because of the weather. It just motivates you so much more, right?
Yeah, it does. Like you don't wake up and it's 10 degrees and cloudy out and you're like, well, there's nothing to do today.
Yeah.
Like the sun's actually out. You can like go out in like just a long sleeve t-shirt now. So dude, I'm motivated. You should see me now. I'm doing P90X and shit.
I don't believe that one.
I haven't done it, but I was going to see what you said.
Dude. Yeah. You know, enjoyed the weather. Watched UFC fights. Were good. We'll get into that in a little bit. And then did my taxes.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. People, do your taxes. They're due like in next week.
I haven't done mine yet.
You do taxes still?
Well, no, I have someone do them.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure how that worked. Like,
but it's easy now because it's just like
easier
allowance coming out of like a portfolio. It's not 600 1099s. And
right.
I still hate it though.
Yeah.
It's like because I'm always that dude. I'm like, what's it, like a pessimist where everything's wrong? Is that it? I think maybe. Pessimist. Yeah. Or like I'm just, because I'm so used to it back in the riding days, I'm just waiting for my tax lady to call me and hit me with some big number. Even though I make no money and don't do nothing, I'm like, something's going to pop up. And so I'm always all stressed and then I get it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. The wife and I do our own taxes.
Dang,
so it takes
smart.
So it takes us a little bit like on, the weekend.
Yeah.
It's kind of like filled with that. Yeah.
How much did you owe?
Quite a bit. So not happy about it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't get none back?
No.
Oh shit, dude. Your kids, dude. You got fucking Independence or whatever it's called.
I have Independence, California. Yeah, we claim them, but
I'd hope you'd claim them. They're yours.
We still got to pay, so that sucks. Other than that, I mean, that was just that kind of stuff. But now I have to write that check. But other than that, like it's over with.
Yeah,
we did it. Nothing.
Don't have to think about it for a year.
Exactly.
God, I love that feeling.
Yeah.
Stupid ass taxes.
So it's like one of those adulting things where you get it done and it's like that weight lifted off and now you can do whatever.
Yeah.
So
I did that, but not taxes. So I have like my first ever pickup truck was a 1984 Toyota.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And when my dad gave it to me, it ran, but it was kind of like suspect, And I don't know what the deal is. I think just because I've had my Tundra for so long, I always just drive it. Like when I got to go to the store, I get my Tundra.
Your Tundra?
Yeah. Go golf, get in the Tundra, you know, because the truck's, my old truck's on the side of the house. Dude, so I didn't drive it for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was getting all pissed at me. He's like, I gave you that truck back and you're not even using it. I'm like, shit. So now that it's been nice out, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, go get a new battery for it, put it in, won't start. Damn it, dude. My dad comes over because my dad worked for Carson City Toyota for like 23 years. Yeah. And so that's like the truck he worked on. Like now with software and all this shit and like new trucks, it's so hard. But he's like, oh, you need a fuel pump. I'm like, oh. So I go and get a fuel pump and like yesterday put that in, start it, it ran. I'm like,
oh, nice.
Drove it to the little store. It didn't freaking, the throttle didn't stick or nothing. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
sick. So I did that, topped off all the like fluids and stuff on. I'm like, I'm kind of an adult again.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my hands were all greasy, like not just golf, golf grip dirt. And
not
so
an adult, not you're a man.
Both.
That's a man thing to do.
It was very manly.
Dude, so I did hit you up yesterday when you posted that on your Instagram stories and you said, or you said something about like restoring it. Are you actually thinking about restoring it or just kind of like maybe a little paint job here?
Yeah, yeah. So I don't mean like putting 50 grand into it and making it brand new.
Right.
Like I want to keep it kind of original colors, but dude, yesterday, once I got it running, I sat on my laptop and like looked at all like Parts Geek and all this stuff forever, dude.
Hate that.
Yeah. So
like I love it, but
you go down, it's like a rabbit hole.
I do that with houses and stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
So what I was thinking is keep the same colors and stuff, you know, but maybe just have like a local guy like reupholster the door panels because everything in there's, I mean, dude, it's a 1984.
Yeah.
It's like 40 years old, you know? So like reupholster it and make it nice, but I'm not worried about finding like authentic, like, hey, I need, you know, serial number freaking 875-65 for this. So I want to get some paint, like bodywork and paint done on it. Maybe hit up Miller's dad. He works at a body shop. Just little stuff. You know, I'm thinking like a $5,000 budget could basically make that truck look
yeah, hell yeah.
That'd you know, sick. So yeah, because it's weird. Like the older, you know, when I first started riding, it's like, dude, I want a Benz. I want a new Tundra. I want a lowered Ford with 22. You know, I had all these ideas, and now I'm like, dude, I just want my 84 to look sick. Yeah. It's like the nostalgia is coming back now that I get older. And dude, it's a manual shift, like stick shift. Dude, so it's awesome. Like no RP, no tack, you know, so I'm just grabbing gears as I go. And dude, it's super fun to drive. So yeah, I think I'm going to put a little bit of money into it and just make it nice. And then when I do that, the motor will probably go out and I'll probably have to throw it away.
Or get a new motor. Yeah. Yeah. I see some trucks, you know, it sucks for me because I have kids and, you know, I pick them up from school and stuff like that. But I'll see like a little bench seat Toyota out there with like nice little rims and it has the paint job's like decent and something. And I'm like, dude, I wish I had that just to rip around like you're saying.
You had a bitchin' old Toyota too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have kept that thing.
So just being able to do all that stuff. But then I'm like, well, you know, if I'm driving in, then I'm like, oh shit, I got to go pick up my kid. I don't have a car seat in there. Yeah. So it just doesn't work for me. But like I do when I drive around and I see them, it catches my eye and I'm like, that's sick.
That's sick. Yeah. And I was even thinking too of the last podcast or 2 podcasts ago, how I was talking about, I used to be super OCD with, you know, like my truck and stuff. Yeah. And now having a dog, she gets in like her feet are all dirty, hammers the seats. So like that was part of my motivations. Yesterday, I actually went and, I mean, dude, my truck's a 2016, but I still wanted like, I don't want to just beat it up. Yeah. So I got it all detailed, like cleaned up everything and it looked all nice inside. And I'm like, I'm not going to take this down my parents' dirt road. And I'm sick of like my dog jumping into hammers. So now I got the freaking 84 to do my little like running around. Yeah, yeah. And the 84 is $30 to fill up. Yeah. The Tundra, nice. 110.
Yeah. So I got the same.
I got to start thinking like, I got to be economic in my brain here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I took obviously did the taxes. I took all my receipts for gas this last year. It's paid a lot in gas.
Yeah, it's a lot. And dude, for the most part, I just drive around here, but still like one Reno trip, you know, there and back and then driving around town, it's like, there's $100 right there.
Hey, I will say the new Tundras though, they have better gas mileage.
I know.
Just saying.
That's going to be my next deciding factor of getting a new truck because my truck's averaging like 14.
Oh yeah, mine does better than that.
Yeah. 18?
For sure. No, like 20 something.
22?
Probably 21.
Dude, sick.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to my son, Jackson. His birthday is this weekend. He's turning 9 years old on Saturday.
Wasn't he on the previous tax day, 15th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
dude, so how was that? So you gave birth to your first child and had to turn in your taxes, dude.
Yeah.
Dang.
Gnarly, huh?
Yeah.
And then my other child, I was in the hospital on my birthday because he was born 2 days before, but we were still in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to celebrate my birthday in the hospital.
Did you drink some Hennessy in there?
No, they don't allow that.
Damn.
They frowned upon that.
Flask.
It's true.
In your 90s?
They still frown upon.
Yeah, they do.
Dude, imagine being on waste and then you drop your little baby.
Dude.
That'd suck.
You ever watch Blow?
Probably happened to me.
Dude, Johnny Depp freaking locked up when he had the kid. Remember, he was shaking and shit and fell over, and he was on the bed.
That is true.
God,
that does happen.
If that was a true story, dude, that's a gnarly dad.
Yeah.
Straight up just OD as your kid's hatched out.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably be pretty buzzed because I'd be so stressed out.
It is a pretty stressful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one was no problem.
It was because supposedly there might have been some health risks or issues going on and stuff. So we weren't sure how he was going to come out and you know, if he was going to have some problems and stuff like that. So like going into it was super stressful.
Yeah.
But once he came out, he was like a normal kid. I mean, you've seen him.
Yeah.
Little crazy little kid. So it's all good. But yeah, the first one's definitely stressful. The second one, the doctors made it worse for us, which I should sue those
You
fuckers.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
Tell me you want a flask of Hennessy.
I mean, a little bit more than that.
Dude, you know, it's funny like how life works, right? Because I swear like brains just know like what your body's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
So hear me out. Like I don't want kids. And I've never even thought about like getting married and shit stresses me out.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of the commitment. Like everyone's like, dude, it's not commitment. It's like literally the process. Like every wedding I've been to, like, you know, Cliffy's, yours, I'm like, God, they're just standing up there. Everyone's staring at them, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's a super serious, like emotional moment.
Well, yeah, I got emotional on mine. Like,
Yeah. And that's totally fine. But I've like never felt like I've wanted that.
Mhm.
Like if I ever got married, it would literally probably be like a courthouse or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? That's how I've always felt. And then just like talking to people about how, like, you know, all our friends have kids now, you have kids, and just talking with it. And they're like, yeah, you know, I was in there, I was watching this, and then held the baby, you know, cut the umbilical cord. And I'm like, I'm not cut out for that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think my brain knew that. And that's why I don't want kids and stuff. It's like, if it happened, I could probably push through it. But like, even our buddies getting hurt or like me getting hurt, it's like, I don't want to look at it like I'm super weird with like trauma type stuff, you know? So I'm weird with trauma and I'm weird with like emotional, serious stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm just meant to be single.
I mean,
It's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Because I never thought you were super mature. Then you got married and knocked out 2 kids. No problem, dude. You're raising them and shit. I'm like, dang, dude, you've got his shit together.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me as a dad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What would I look like?
Just like you do now.
At least I got that going for me.
Dude, so I'm not blasting you on anything here.
Go ahead.
But the same thing you were just talking about. I was thinking about this the other day. It was just so weird. How like dudes losing their hair.
Dude.
I know. But I'm just hear me
Go
out.
ahead.
on
I'll
this.
hear.
All right.
I'll hear.
So we were born wired, you know,
Yeah.
evolution and everything.
Mhm.
So hair is to protect or to like keep us warm and shit like
Yeah.
that. So, you know, you lose a lot of heat in your head, stuff like that. So why is it that like dudes go bald? What part of your body when you get older is what I'm saying. Most
Mhm.
people when they get older lose their hair. What part of your body is telling you, oh, I'm getting old, so it's cool to like lose hair now because what? You're not going to be out in battle or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe like we just have high blood pressure in our heads. Like, dude, we can't have any insulation up here. We got to get some airflow in it.
Yeah.
Some hairflow.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird to me.
Dude, it's so like, that's what I was saying on the last podcast or a couple podcasts ago. I was like, how the hell do I grow hair literally from eyebrows down, dude?
Yeah.
I can party.
So
The
your hair
middle of my head is
yeah.
like, nah, dude, this is good. Probably because I wear a hat so they know I got protection.
like evolution wise, you're, you know, where you came from, your body's telling you, nah, you're cool. You don't need hair up there, but you need it on the rest of your body.
Uh-huh.
But I wonder why.
Yeah.
Like what happened back?
Like your nose is going to get super cold, so we're going to pack it with a bush.
Yeah.
But the top of your head's fine.
Maybe your ancestors, when they were like tropical when they were younger, and then like they all migrated north or something
Yeah.
to super cold areas. So when they got old, they needed to grow hair everywhere else.
Yeah. Dude, what's the deal with like the patch of hair above our butt cracks? Like my lower back's never cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's never cold.
Or like, yeah, hair
Thank
on
God I
your
don't have like,
shoulders.
I don't have like a super hairy back, but you get those ones. I'm like, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
you're not protecting nothing back there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Get out of here.
What made me think about this is because I got that cold plunge.
Mhm.
So I've been doing the cold plunge since Sunday. It's all right.
Yeah, Dees.
Yeah.
Sick.
But it made me think about it because, you know, I'm like, that's weird because
Yeah.
you have hair on your body to protect you
Yeah.
from cold.
And
then
you know,
why
like,
do you lose your hair when you're older though?
dude, and it's so valid because we did a golf tournament 2 weeks ago, the one I did with Lil Travie.
Yeah.
Dude, and I had a pretty good beard and like, hear me out, like my hair was growing out. Because
Mhm.
usually I keep it like in the summer, I shave it like every week or 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
But this was like kind of like just let myself go a little bit, if you will.
Mhm.
And the day before that tournament, like, cause my beard's like, I think I've told you, it's super wiry. So like when I sleep, it like goes up in my nose. And
yeah.
It just bugs me.
It doesn't come down like,
just kind of, it just goes everywhere. So like the day before the tournament with Trav, I shaved like my head, face, everything. Dude, and I got there that morning. We teed off at like 9 and it was like 30-mile-an-hour winds out of the north.
Yeah.
Dude, and my face, neck, all like around my hat was freezing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, damn, I kind of needed that hair still.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank God I didn't take my hat off.
It's weird.
I got freaking, what's it called? Frostbite. I would have looked like Mr. Deeds' foot on the top of my head, dude. It was so cold.
Dude, you should rock the no hat.
I don't think I should.
I watched, shout out to Whacker.
Yeah.
I watched the video last night actually of some dude he's buddies with. He went and raced supercross this past weekend in Glendale, and Whacker was like his mechanic, which is awesome because he's like the dude's at the gate.
Yeah. And
Whacker's there like as the mechanic wearing a button up, like nice collared shirt and stuff.
Trying to fit the part.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's sick. But anyways, he was in the video and, you know, he's shaved his head completely.
Yeah.
And there are some shots of him and I'm like, dude, he looks normal.
Yeah.
But that's because I don't see him every day. So like seeing him now with no hair and just no hat.
Yeah.
You know, that looks normal.
Dude, that's what's so messed up about our group. And granted, I'm part of it. Okay. I've been known to pick on a friend or two, but it's like everyone's bald, right? Or not everyone, but like everyone that is bald, I'm sorry. They like walk around, you're like, oh, that dude's bald. That's it. Like Bruce Willis, you're not like, holy shit, he's bald. You're like, that's Bruce Willis.
Looks normal.
You know, Jason Statham, that's Jason Statham. Dude, Kenny Lash is the main guy I'm talking about here. Dude, every time like my head itches or something, I'll pull my hat off. She's like, Jesus, dude. I'm like, I've been bald for freaking 11 years now, dude. It's like, he still has to make a scene out of it, you know? Or like even my mom the other day, because I did have like a little grow out and I was talking to her about something. I just lifted my hat up, itched my head, and she's talking to me. She's like, yeah, you know, and she like looks at him like, Phil, what are you looking at?
Dude, Kenny is Dr. Evil when we son comes out in that awesome power. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And he just keeps looking at it.
Yeah, dude. And he does it every single time. Like we got hammered here over the winter and he stayed the night and we slept on the couch and I woke up and still had my beanie on. Because I know for a fact he'll take a picture of it or he'll do something if he wakes up before me. And it's like, how come all these people are bald? But if something happens with me, my friends pick on me.
There's a saying says, with friends like him, you don't need no enemies.
Yeah. Dude, 100%.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. And that was like part of the reason why I put my retirement papers into the FMX world. It's because we'd have to take our helmets off at the end of the show and ride around the arenas and stuff. I'm like, it's not happening.
That's why you needed the guy though. You know, you take off the helmet right when you take off the helmet.
Yeah. Throw a hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my life story in a nutshell right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what you're saying. I don't know. It's weird that you just like lose hair. Cause I know it's like a hormone thing. Mm-hmm. Which is weird because I got hormones, dude. Mm-hmm. Always horny. Same thing. Yeah. So it's like, it can't be that.
Yeah.
I think you just got a clogged artery up there or something, dude.
I mean, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not just you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not,
dude,
as I said, it wasn't towards you. I'm just saying, I just don't understand it.
Dude, and single-handedly, if anyone out there is going through what I'm going through, do not ever use Rogaine.
Okay. Because
I read, like, you use it and if you stop, it falls out.
Oh.
And like my dad, I think, has a little more hair than me. You know,
because I was fucked you.
Yeah, because I was in Vegas. I was living in Vegas at the time, and I was still like in the meat of my career where I do have to take my helmet off, and it was thinning pretty good. But I had hair, dude. Like it was still there.
Yeah.
And I started putting, I did Rogaine for like 2 years, and I'm like, oh, sick, dude. It's hanging on. It wasn't getting better, but it wasn't getting worse. Dude. I stopped for like probably 6 months later. I was shine top, dude.
Damn.
It was like a cement starting gate on my head, dude. Someone just warmed up their tire, and it was gone.
I sue the doctors over here, and you sue Rogaine.
Okay. Well, but they put it on the package.
Oh, okay.
Well, so they gave me a heads up. Okay. But I didn't think I'd ever stop using them. I'm like, dude, screw it. And then one day I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Because it's like you got to do it every time you shower. And like,
oh, shit.
Yeah. Sucked. Stunk.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of smelled weird. But I don't, like I told my mom this too, is like, yeah, I wear a hat all the time. But dude, I've been wearing hats since I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
I wore hats through my whole career, even when I had a full, it's like a accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I'm sitting here by myself, like in the mornings, I get out of the shower, I'll throw a beanie or something on and walk around the house.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm afraid that I'm bald. It's just like, it feels weird not having it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't have pants on or something.
Yeah.
But the only time I hate it's like, because I golf so much now, I've got like the halfy tan. Yeah. And like if I do have to go to like a wedding or something where you can't wear a hat, I'm like, dude, I'll try for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the wedding. And you can't even it out. It doesn't even out. So I'm like, damn it, dude. It's the only thing I hate. So I wish I had like better skin. Mm-hmm. So I was all bronzed.
I mean, that's why you need a.
Why'd you look at your watch, dude?
Well, I was looking at my skin actually. My bronze skin.
Yeah, you're bronze.
Yeah, that's why you need to do the no hat.
I know.
You'll look normal.
Yeah, but then I still golf so much that it's hard to even it out.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like a full just outdoorsman and never wear a hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's all right, though. It is what it is.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
I'll just die a virgin.
Well, it's funny that you say that virgin line. There's this ex-soccer player in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 7 foot, like the tallest dude. Just beat looking, right? And they asked him one time, what would you be doing if you weren't a footballer? And he's like, I'd be a virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me with Moto.
He has like a supermodel wife because he's a soccer player. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
funny.
I had crooked teeth and a bowl cut that was bleached. There was no way I was losing my virginity if I didn't ride a motorcycle.
I mean, you know.
Would have saved myself some headaches.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of stress. A lot of stress in having sex.
I mean, not really.
Not for you.
Probably the stress in dealing with the people that,
Yeah. I always think it's me dealing with them. Imagine them dealing with me. Let's say females too, because that makes me sound like I'm experimenting.
Mm.
Okay. The stress of dealing with a female.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, imagine the female having to deal with me.
True.
Eesh.
Yeah. That happens.
Like I said, I'm immature, dude.
Yeah, it happens, dude.
I'm the type of dude, like, I fart a lot. I giggle. I drink a lot of beer. Some girl probably looks at me and she's like, Jesus, this dude's 41 years old. Why are you agreeing? You're not supposed to agree. You're supposed to say, no, dude, you got your shit together.
No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'm kind of like a counselor. I'm just like, I'm over here just listening.
You're supposed to talk me off the ledge if you're the counselor.
Well, you weren't there yet. You weren't on the ledge, you know?
I don't think the ledge is in my future at all.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some UFC.
Yeah, let's do it. Fight was super good. They were in an octagon and it had like chain link around it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw. And
who won?
The Israel dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pereira was sprawled out. I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Dude, so good. So the co-main event, Jorge Masvidal versus Burns.
He retired.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, he went in there. He looked like shit.
Yeah.
And then he just blames everything. But like maybe he's not that good.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't think he retired though, because usually when you retire, you put your gloves on the ground.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the sign that you're giving up. So he had his gloves. He took his gloves off. He never put them on the ground. So I don't know if he's like fully retired. I'm sure.
Maybe it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah. They'll offer him a shitload of money to fight some dude. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, I'm coming back, for this fight or whatever. I don't know. So, congratulations to Burns. He looked good. I think he's a dude that's a really like nice guy and he's been grinding, winning fights. So I think he deserves like a title shot. But we'll see. And then in the main event, that was the awesome one. Adesanya won. I was pumped on that. Knocked out the dude. But I don't know if you noticed, after he knocked the dude out, he went over and did he fell over, like he got knocked out, but he was pointing at someone. Dude, he was pointing at Adesanya's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The kid's like probably 10.
Yeah.
He was pointing at him and then mocked him because I guess when they fought back in the day in kickboxing, Pereira knocked out Adesanya.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were going to do like the winner, the little kid was there and he like hit himself in the head with the bottle and like fell over, like mocking Adesanya. Yeah. But the kid was like young, right? It's just a stupid little kid.
Yeah.
And Adesanya's like, dude, I'm super petty.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why he did that. So he had won the fight. Imagine those emotions. And he's like quick enough to think like, oh, where's this little son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Goes and finds him in the crowd, points at him. And when the kid looks at him, he like tips over and falls on the ground. Dude, hilarious.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But, congratulations. I thought that was good. Hopefully, I don't know. They say the Pereira guy maybe will go up to 205, but I think maybe run it back one more time, but I really doubt they will. So we'll see what happens with that. But all in all, it was a good fight. I mean, imagine that redemption, getting your ass beat a few times by the same guy and then coming out and just knocking him out.
Yeah.
So
it's gotta be a good feeling.
Oh, dude.
I'll never know.
The best. Yeah. I wouldn't know either, but yeah. And then, going into golf, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What in the Happy Gilmore, play it as it lies, was going on there? Fucking trees falling over on people and shit.
I was actually sitting on the couch watching it and I'm like, dude, the world's ending. Because I always say that about everything, with all the shit going on in the world right now. And then at the Masters, like, dude, that place is perfect every year. Immaculate, right? And then all of a sudden, in the middle of their biggest tournament of the year, just 2 trees fall and almost freaking kill everyone.
Was that the same tree? Was it two at the same time?
Yeah.
Or different?
Well, I think it was like a kind of like a conjoined tree or something.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell, but dude, it was massive.
It was big.
Luckily,
didn't hit no one, huh?
Thank God no one got hurt. No, but there's like dudes on the green. Like you see them putting on the green. They're looking and these trees are just falling. And
I mean, Augusta's, they're saying, thank God I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because I'd be in a neck brace right now. I would have like dove underneath the tree or something.
I would have stubbed my toe on it and been like, dude, it landed on my toe.
Yeah.
I need to just play here. That's all I would ask for. I wouldn't like.
I'd own it.
Well, yeah, you would own it, but I would just want to play it.
Well, I'm going to take one for the team, dude. I'm going to lie underneath the tree.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, that was wild though.
Yeah. It was a trippy tournament, dude. Just tons of weather. And, you know.
Do you think maybe the weather had something to do with it?
I think
just
it was
like being
super wet and windy. Yeah. And, I mean, it was just like, it was crazy to watch, you know, because you picture Augusta like how it was kind of on Sunday, even though it was windy. It's like just, you know, beautiful sun, but it's Georgia, dude. Yeah. You know, the East Coast, they always get random storms coming through and shit. And
they had the Caddyshack little golfer.
Yeah.
The golfer.
Where was Bill Murray when we needed
eating all the roots or something?
Yeah, dude. That was a trip though. I mean, I've watched golf for a long time and never seen anything like I've seen lightning strike a tree on a course before when they called the tournament, and I've seen all kinds of stuff, but I've never seen that. And like I said, the Masters. Yeah. So that thing has a lot of eyes on it. You know what I mean? It's not some tournament out in Texas like B Squad. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that was a trip, but. Shit, man! Overall, that tournament was awesome.
So my cousin Rom took
your cousin Rom took.
I called it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, you did. And I was bummed because Brooks Koepka, you either love him or hate him, right? Because when he wins, he's super arrogant. But then if you watch like the full swing on Netflix, he's crying like a little baby because he can't find his game. And granted, it's Netflix, dude. He was probably doing a little acting. You know, you got $50 million in the bank. I'm sure he doesn't really care too much. Yeah.
From one thing that I did see from this, cause I didn't watch it, but I see the news and stuff, and it was a lot of people complaining about how he played that last day. Yeah. Just didn't even care to make it a game against Rom.
And that's so dumb. That's like where people like internet people and the media are so dumb. Golf is so hard, dude. Like, I mean, I've went out and shot a 75 at Sunridge and then literally played the next day and shot a 91. Because when you lose it, and especially imagine playing, like, money doesn't matter to these dudes. The green jacket matters. If you win the Masters, you get to go back every year for the rest of your life. You get to go to the Champions Dinner. You know, you get to do all the stuff that comes with winning a major. And so picture the pressure of that. You're going against pretty much the world number one. He starts out good. You start out bad. And what happens is you kind of start pressing. Right. So like you could see Koepka, I think even in his press conference, he said he messed up hole 8, which was a birdieable par 5. Pretty much all of them get on in 2 or close to, and then get a birdie. And he messed that hole up. And he's like, from there, I felt like I had to press. He started falling. And once you did, golf is the hardest sport ever when you're not in, like you could see wrong. Calculated every shot, you know, like if there was water on the left, his ball was landing on the green on the right. He never was like bringing trouble into play and 2-putting. And man, it's just such a hard sport. But I really wanted to see, because if Koepka won, he was going to be the next player in line for a Grand Slam. Okay. Right. So all he would have was the original Open left to win. Yeah. Like only a handful, like Tiger and Jack and those dudes have won all 4 majors. Rory's in line, Spieth's in line. So I was pulling for him on that. Like I said, it's a love-hate relationship. Like his personality can kind of bug me, but man, it's like the dude's talent and like the way he handles. I mean, dude, he's still tied for second. Yeah. It's not like he just shit the bed, fell apart, you know, and faded out of it. Rom just played that much better. Because I even did the math, like Koepka shot 3 over. Even if he shot even par that day, he lost by 1. Okay. So it's like he was going to have to throw a 2 under on the card. Yeah. They had to finish their round. They started on hole 8 Sunday morning, finished their 3rd round, took like a 2-hour break, and then had to go back out and play 18 in windy conditions. Yeah. It's like, that's just a long day. Like I always, you know, kind of like put it to like X Games or Dew Tour. It's like if we had a wind delay. It's like you're sitting around all day, you're in your competitive mind, and then they're going to postpone it. And then you're riding the next day, and it's like, it wears on you, dude. And those guys, you know, they golf a lot. But yeah, hell of a tournament.
All right. So let's get into some worth watching. Not much this weekend. I think there is like NASCAR on this weekend, some MotoGP, stuff like that. But it's hard to find the times before like the weekend. Yeah. So, but anyways, we got a UFC Fight Night this weekend. Okay. It's at 5:30 p.m. West Coast time. We got the People's Champ, Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen.
Sick name.
Yeah, so Holloway, he's a badass, so I think he's going to mop Allen, you know, up. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. But other notable names on there, we got Edson Barbosa Ion Cutelaba, Pedro Munoz, and Clay Guida.
I know Clay Guida.
You recognize that name? Yeah. So we got those guys also on the card, not fighting each other, fighting other guys. But so it should be a pretty decent card. Fight night. It's on ESPN. So it's free.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get all hammered and watch it.
Let's do it.
You won't.
Why not?
Because you don't ever drink no more. It's
It's
your
okay.
kid's birthday, actually. You can't.
Oh, yeah, it is.
See, I'm smart.
Yeah, but afterwards, we're still celebrating.
Yeah, we'll put them to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then we got round 13 of Supercross, Monster Energy Supercross from Atlanta, 3 p.m. East Coast time.
Oh, it's a day race?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I'm probably not going to make that one.
Yeah.
It's hard because that's, you said East Coast time? So that's noon here.
Yeah,
It's like, I
man.
don't want to sit
It's kind of weird, huh?
It's supposed to be 65 and sunny, dude. I ain't sitting on the couch watching Supercross.
No.
Probably sit on the couch and watch golf.
Yeah. I just replayed it the last weekend because I was watching the fight.
Mm-hmm.
They're on at the same time. So I just replayed it. I just try to stay off social so I don't like, it doesn't get
Ruin your
ruined.
surprise.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't,
Mellow weekend.
yeah, mellow
I think
weekend.
there's the RBC Heritage or something for golf. But
Mhm.
it's weird. That was one last thing I want to talk about with golf is like they have the designated events.
Yeah.
This week is a designated event. So like Rahm has to play at speed.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, dude, these guys just freaking tax themselves at the Masters. And now you're going to put a designated event the week after.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, give them a week off.
Imagine being like Rom if he was, which I really doubt because he probably wouldn't be playing as good. But if he was just a partier, like he goes and parties and just celebrates
Spanish,
because
dude, he's got it. Like
maybe a little wine and some
tequila
women.
or something. What do they drink over there? Spain.
It's called sangria.
Sangria?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fruity.
A little sangria.
What's it called? Fruit punch mix?
Yeah.
Punch.
Well, it's like I think it's wine with like fruit in it. Yeah.
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 Huh.
Little sangria and some women.
Yeah. Ooh, women? I love women.
Yeah.
Would you say lemon?
So good. Women.
Women, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lemon's good too.
Yeah.
Little lemonade.
I throw it in my water.
Yeah. But yeah, he's married though.
Yeah, 2 kids. Brand new one too, so he's probably tired.
Nah, she's handling that. He's from
They got a
Spain.
nanny
They
and shit,
swing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get a lot of women.
Uh-huh.
We should move to Spain.
I'm moving. Become a golfer.
Yeah.
No, mellow weekend though. Like, I'm probably not going to watch a whole lot of sporting events because it is nice out. Probably do a little barbecuing or something, hang out, take my hat off,
Mm-hmm.
bronze the head.
Yep.
I got a big weekend planned ahead of me.
Yeah.
You? Birthday?
Birthday party. We
UFC.
rented out a theater to watch the new Super Mario
Sick.
movie. I guess like top grossing movie out there right now. So we'll see. Renting that out, have some people come, and then go to the park and celebrate kids, pizza,
Gosh, I was a kid
stuff
again.
like that. Should be
I
good.
got to plan all my own shit all the time, dude. Sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you just planning the whole kid's day.
Yeah.
God.
It's stressful, kind of.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But at least like they don't have much like expectations. It's way more stressful trying to take a girl on a date.
Yeah. But imagine, but my kid's getting older, so you try to do, this is the first year, because usually we do stuff and it's like, most of the family comes,
Mhm.
and it's that kind of stuff. This year I told my wife, I'm like, I don't even care about the family. Like, I'm doing this. I want his friends to come and like leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be there, but
Let him
like,
have his day.
yeah, just because that's where the age is getting.
How's he going to be like 8?
9.
9? Dang.
Yeah.
Time
dude.
flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
He's going to be driving us around soon.
Yeah.
Sick. Hanging for a DD.
Mm-hmm. So it should be a good weekend.
Cool.
And we got some UFC, Supercross, good weather,
Mm-hmm.
done with taxes. So
So you just let your hair down for the weekend.
yeah,
Dude, lucky.
I did see your, the grill in your garage.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Blackstone.
The Blackstone.
Yeah.
So I got my Blackstone. I messed up and left it out all winter.
Me too.
Okay. So
That's why it's in the garage.
that's what I need to do too. I need
So-
to get out there and start cleaning it and getting it ready.
I actually brought it in because, dude, I'm an idiot. I had a cover and everything for it. But, dude, when it started snowing, you don't expect it to snow for 4 months.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll get it. I'll bring it in when it's time. But, dude, it was buried, like, literally until, like, a month ago. But I brought it out, and I'm like, I'm going to pressure wash it, get it looking all good. And then it was, like, 40-mile-an-hour winds the other day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not doing it today. So it's just kind of sitting there waiting for its time. And,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait. I love, like, on Easter, we just sat out there. Me and my mom Traegered everything up. It's, like, so nice to be outside cooking again
Mhm.
instead of just sitting in here
Yeah.
and freaking stinking my kitchen up all the time.
Yeah. It just gives you that, like, just a great feeling. So that's exactly what I need to do is get my Blackstone ready
Mm-hmm.
for some breakfast,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Breakfast,
and then,
tacos, anything you name.
yeah. What's your
easy.
favorite thing to do on the Blackstone?
I I mean, we've talked about it before, that El Pastor.
Oh, okay.
Because like for some reason I've done it like on a cast iron, but dude, the Blackstone just like chars it up all good. So it's like got good little crispy pieces.
More surface space.
Yeah, more surface space, gets a little hotter. So that I like doing that. I mean, breakfast is awesome on it. We literally one time for the golf course made like 20 breakfast burritos in like 15 minutes. You know, just because you make just a huge, almost like the fried rice pile, you know, all the stuff. And it's just awesome, you know, especially because when I do host a party, it's like you're cooking for a bunch of people. Yeah. That thing hammers it all out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, compared to trying to do everything in like 4 pans in the kitchen and prep everything. So yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
My thing, I like doing like the hibachi style stuff, but probably like what I use it mostly for is like breakfast. My kids really like bacon. So put a shitload of bacon on there, dude, and you're set.
Yeah.
So
tons of bacon.
Yeah. Super fast. Too. Yeah. So better than just like putting it in the kitchen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stinking up the house.
Yeah. Smoking it up. Yeah.
So I like that.
Well, shit, I'm getting hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Should we end this thing?
Yeah. Because we need to have breakfast besides our earbuds.
Yeah. What's your catchphrase to say goodbye?
That's you.
No, I didn't think of nothing. I started talking about Tiger Woods. I forgot.
Yeah. I did the catchphrase to start it. That's what I'm saying. You need a catchphrase.
Okay.
You know?
I'll Google it tonight.
Okay.
All right.
But thank you guys for hanging with the boys. My name's Jorge. This is Mike. Make sure you check us out on all our socials. That's @theboys_pod. You can watch this video on YouTube, Spotify, listen to us on all major podcast platforms.
And talk shit to us.
Yeah.
Tell us that we're immature.
Actually, I do have some questions.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Dude.
Do you want to do it real quick?
Yeah.
All right. I just remembered.
Jesus. Remember my first time doing a podcast.
I have a few here, so we'll just tackle. I have 10 questions that was submitted.
Okay.
Let's just do. Well, this one's probably real quick. Best state for golfing. I would say Florida. I have no clue, but I'll say Florida.
I'd say Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Favorite meal to cook?
Anything Mexican.
I don't think I have like a favorite meal that I cook because cooking like it's a chore. It's not like just like, you know.
But the one thing, like when I'm at the store and I'm craving something, it's always tacos. Any kind, ground beef, shredded chicken, you name it. So like when I'm getting ready to cook that one, I'm like taking pride in it and I'm ready to rip.
Okay. I don't really have one, so I don't know.
Dude, hibachi.
Yeah, hibachi is good.
Yeah. Diarrhea.
The after effect I love.
Yeah.
But not the cooking. If you could go to dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Oh, historical figure. Dang, that's a pretty good one. Maybe like...
You can thank Densmore for that one.
Hey, Steve. I'd probably go to dinner with Abraham Lincoln.
You can get blasted too, dude.
So what?
Yeah. I'd go with Tupac.
Damn, I didn't think of that. That'd be pretty cool. He'd scare me though. I feel like he's like...
Either way, we're both getting blasted.
We're done. Yeah, we're done. You either got Suge and I got the freaking whatever, the people that shot Abraham Lincoln. So.
Yeah. And then to just end it real on a good note here, if you could go back and give your 18-year-old self advice, what would you say?
I would say, and this is coming from me with my career, I would say that material stuff doesn't matter, right? Because we've said on the podcast before, came from like a trailer park, and the house I live in now was my first house my parents ever owned, but it wasn't like, you know, it's nothing special.
Yeah.
So the second I made money, went and bought a big house, went and bought a new truck, like bought all this stuff. Dude, I was never home. It's like if I would have bought a house like this and did my whole career, like I would have, you know, saved my money more. I would have invested in more like real estate. But it's hard when you're young and like none of us knew about that.
Yeah.
Like
you get money and you want to spend some. Yeah.
Like my dad thought me buying condos to rent, like for rentals, well, like I was going to like go upside down and get like hosed. But during the recession of 08, 09, dude, those things rented out better than they ever did.
Right.
Yeah. I lost a lot of equity. So it's just hard. You know, like I said, I saw the paychecks. I was kind of that guy. Like if I could afford it, I was getting it.
Yeah.
And it's like now I wish, because I was so focused on my career, I didn't even enjoy that house. I mean, we had good times in it.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, it's like my dad's over there maintenance in the pool and the yard, you know, because I'm always gone. So I think that's the only thing I probably would have done different in my life, has just been like, you know, I'm going to tackle my career and then I'll get the other. Like I needed that house for retirement.
Yeah.
How sick would that be right now? We'd have a studio in there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It had more than 2 bedrooms.
Oh, your guest house? The guest house would be the studio. Yeah, that would be sick.
So yeah, I think I would have. But I don't have no regrets. At least I learned from it.
Yeah.
You know, like as my career went on, like I downsized houses every time I bought a house, just to like, because I kind of knew. And But man, it's just like you always think of like the what if.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if I would have.
That's why I try not to do that.
Yeah. Like my Carson house was about $5,000 to $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
Which when I was riding was fine. But it's like if I had a house that was $1,200 a month total.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's a lot of money you're saving.
Yeah.
And then I didn't need a new truck every year.
Right.
Because it was only taking me to riding in the airport. So that was dumb.
Yeah. Well,
but hey,
you live and learn.
You live and learn.
Yeah. I would say invest in crypto.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, back then. But I don't know. I would say maybe I would say invest in yourself. Like you could do it yourself. Sometimes you get stuck on this whole thing of like depending on people or, you know, because you know how we grew up, you were doing your thing, and then I would do like photography, video stuff, and there was a lot of like false promises, like, oh yeah, we we need this, but then they're like, oh well, we'll give you some gear for trade or and that ain't paying shit.
The buddy system,
just stuff like that. So like always invest in yourself. That you don't need someone else or whatever to accomplish what you want to do. And that's like. I think a lesson I've learned growing up, because I feel like, you kind of grow up with people and you do stuff, but then it's like, dude, you do your own thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did that like a lot in my career too, is I kind of took for granted. I thought like people were your friend, because you're in the prime of your career and like, say like DVS sponsor. This is just an example. It's not a true statement, but say DVS sponsors you and the dude's all over you while you're doing good. But then when they clip you, it's like, you just text them to say hi and they don't even write back or something. So like I'm sure a lot of industries are like that, where you just kind of like mistake people for being a friend, not that you're a bit like a business pawn to them. You know what I mean? So
invest in yourself and don't material things don't really matter that much.
If you're making good money, don't buy a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Save it. And then when you're 40, you can buy all the cool stuff you want.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
Well, there you
go.
But
we're still having fun.
Hell yeah.
All right. Till next podcast.
All right. See you guys next week. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging with the boys.
Bye, guys.